Hello, YouTube. I want to go over a couple of old videos of mine. Sitting here watching them over and over again today, and I keep coming back to these because I keep trying to convince myself that what I'm seeing in these videos and what I saw in the sky here were lens flare, or trying to explain to myself what it is because I just can't figure it out. And it's not lens flare. It's just not. And I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna play it here, and we'll look at it and see what I'm talking about. Okay, this back in January and February of 2017, there was 3 nights in a row where I was seeing anomalies in the sky next to the moon. This red object in the sky next to the moon, and it was very obvious, and it had clouds moving in front of it, and where I have video where there was, power lines are going across, and that doesn't happen with lens flare. You don't have lens flares making multiple lens flares. Like, this is making its own lens flare. This is making its own lens flare. You don't have lens flares making lens flares of themselves. It just doesn't work that way. Um, this was There's also a guy in Missouri that recorded this same phenomenon on the same night, and I will get the link to his videos down in the description below. And you can see things moving in front of this and not in front of this. It's just not a lens flare. This was on January the 15th, this night, that I took this. I've had multiple people tell me, oh, it's a lens flare. That's not a lens flare. I've zoomed all the way out here, and it was clear in the sky. I could see it there. I don't know how other people weren't just freaking out like I was about it, because it was very obviously there. And this has had different color than this. That's looks like a moon simulator or something up there, and this is like the real moon. Maybe this is the sun simulator, and they were just trying out a moon, to see how people would. I don't know why they would, like, not disguise it better or something. I don't know, but there was not like a blood moon that night, but um. Yeah, there was not. It's not just one night, and you can see clouds rolling in front. I mean, look at that. That's not a lens flare there. You can see clouds blocking it out, and then the here. Oh, okay, we'll go to this next video. Man, I shouldn't have done it like that. Let's see. Okay, here, yeah. We'll click it out like that, and we'll go to this next one. Okay, that was the 12th. I'm sorry. I don't need to hear that. Here we go. These were all of that night. And I also am the first person to record the upside down moon
you see that
thing here, where the moon is
the moon right here.
not waxing or waning. It's being cut off in a completely horizontal fashion. And this was a year before actually WSO was reporting about it. But I wasn't even, I mean, when I got out there to see this, yes, it was freaking obvious that that's upside down. But I was there to record this red thing over here that I could see in the sky with my own eyes. See it there? That's not a lens flare, people. Look how much more it's blocked off than the actual moon is. I mean, they would be dead equal. This is like a sliver here, and the other one is just like halfway. You see that? It's not equal.
Not sure. Wow, it's amazing. Man, I wish I could probably get my.
I'm not sure what that is right there. That's a planet or a star. I'm going to go back and pull up the stellarium and see exactly what that was. But there is no clearly. There's nothing.
Look at that moon.
This goes on. It's basically that same shot, but let's go to another one here. We'll go back. Okay. Which one was I? Was it that one? Okay, this is February 3rd.
YouTube? This is the Renaissance Hour, and we are outside tonight.
It's not. It used to be Renaissance Hour. We're Rocket City Revolution now.
The moon.
Here we go. Check it out.
And little companion.
That's very, very. It's more.
Its own lens flare. So. But
it's still not equal, and they both have their own lens flare. And they're both screwed up because it's not supposed to be horizontal like that. That's not waxing or waning. It's not right. Let me get down here to...
I know you can't really...
Let's go back to... I think it's this one. Where you can see that there's visible obstructions in front of this thing, like... Okay, and check this out. Okay, check this out. Okay. This was on January 17th. Okay, do you see how the moon is being obstructed there? It's normal in this shot on the 17th. It's vertical. You see, there's it's not horizontal. So we were being flipped. In that time period, those few days, we were being pulled magnetically off kilter heavily. I mean, this has gotten me for a year now. I've been in passing. Look at that shot right there. Okay, you clearly see this is being obstructed by a power line or a tree limb or something. That's not happening here. See? I know the camera's shaky as hell because it was actually a telescope, and that night it was freezing cold. For being February, January, it was really, really damn cold. And this was on I had it on a tripod. I don't know why I was shaking so bad. I don't really do that anymore. I try not to, but you can see they're both producing their own lens flare. It's not, see? Check it. That's clearly two objects in the sky, not a lens flare. Okay. we're gonna go
One
now
hell of a lens flare.
to, what did we see? Did we do this one? No, we didn't.
Respect what I'm asking.
They can't see what
Okay,
I'm doing.
I pardon the language in this video.
Oh, I don't see
My
why it would
wife and I
matter
are
either.
foul-mouthed rednecks. I'm sorry. Okay, this is very clear right here. Okay, you see the power line going in front of the moon right there, right?
Molly, be quiet.
Okay.
Okay, Molly.
Please put that up so she'll
We're
see.
also on top of Montesano Mountain here in Alabama, and we're up on the side of the road, which is not really a safe place where we were at. But do you see the power line in front of that object right there? You don't get that with a lens flare. That is that's blocking that, and this one's going across this. There's two objects in the sky. They're off distant. This is clearly looks farther back than that one. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's baffled me, and it still continues to. I don't know. Both producing their own lens flare, and this one had like definition to it, like a
Which look
planet.
good,
It was
baby.
had like man, I wish I wasn't so shaky and had a better video of that. But I was really freaked out by it at the time. Now I've seen so much crazy stuff now that it don't even shock me anymore. I'm just waiting on everybody else to catch up, which it's going to be. I don't even know now that people would even will until it's too late, because people are just oblivious to what goes on around them now. It's almost like they've been occulted, like they're brainwashed or something. This was really trippy, this one, being up on the mountain, because the shadow cloud would go in front of one and then you couldn't see the other, and you could almost see it rotating or something at one point. It was really, really crazy. Let's go to we did that one, I think. Did that one. This one is not a great shot of it, but this one is January 9th, okay? This all happened in a maybe a 2-week time period or so. Okay, here's the moon, clouds rolling over it. You can see the moon right here. Watch right down here. You can see it. It passes stuff, and you really got to be watching for it to see it, but you can see it. It's right here. Right bottom hand corner.
What?
See it? There it is. See it? That right there is not a damn lens flare. It's obstructed by clouds. The clouds roll on. This one is visible. This gets obstructed again when the clouds roll back over it,
Okay.
and you can't see it anymore right there, because it's a separate object in the sky. Okay, so let's go now and look at a picture. Still shot of taken from one of these, the video with the moon being um, let's take some light color clarity. Let's zoom in here. People, that is something else. It's not. It is another object in the sky. I'm not going to try and convince myself anymore that it's a freaking lens flare. I don't know. You can tell me what you think, but come to my channel and you can see the videos. Please, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know. You think it's a lens flare? Tell me I'm crazy and it's a lens flare, so I can tell you you're crazy. It's not a lens flare. Have a good day.